In this session, I want to give a brief overview on what's on your main home screen. We'll start at the bottom, and in the bottom left, there's a button shaped like a house, and that is, as you may guess, your home button. Let's click on that. And I'm on my iPad, and it brings up a dashboard. Now, you can customize the home screen to your liking. Your dashboard, as you see on my screen, it will include any layouts that you created. I'll click Done in the upper right. Going back down to the bottom, the second icon from the left is your library icon, the icon that looks like a stack of books. Select that. Up at the top, the reading button contains any reading plans that you may have. The button in the middle is your Books button. Select that. Your Books section contains the books in your library. Next to Books, up at the top, is the Store button. Select that. And this is where you can purchase items from the Logos store. Click the Done button in the upper right. Let's go back down to the bottom. The next icon, the one with the check mark in the middle of it, is your Factbook. Select that. Now, in this session, I'm not going to drill down into the Factbook. I just want to introduce it here. But your Factbook is a very powerful tool, and I'll share more about that in a later video. But the Factbook is the place to go to when you want to study a subject or a biblical person or a thing in your resources, but you don't know where to start. This is the place to start, in the Factbook. Again, more about that later. Now, I want you to look back down at the bottom of your screen, and in the middle, there's a button represented by a number, and that is your panel button. The number on the button indicates the number of panels that you have open. In my case, I have the number 5, which means I have 5 panels open. I'm going to click on it. Now, if you have 2 or more panels open, you can swipe through them to see them. Tap on one and it becomes your active panel. Going back down to the bottom, the magnifying glass icon next to the panel button brings up the search window. Click on it. Now from here, you can perform a search of a word, words, or phrases, or scripture references. Going back down to the bottom, the icon that looks like a shopping cart on the right of the search icon, that's your store. As we saw earlier, you can also access the store from your library button down at the bottom, but you can also access it here by clicking the shopping cart icon. Let's select Done in the upper right. Let's go back down to the bottom and we'll look at the last icon, which is represented by 3 parallel lines. That's your navigation bar. So select that. A window pops up on the right and it has various sections: popular, library, documents, guides, tools, community, and settings. This area is for general navigation. Select Done. The last thing I want to talk about is the three dots in the upper right. That is your action menu. Click on it. Now, the window that pops up when you click on the action menu icon depends on what's in the active panel, which is in the center, which in this case we have search open. And now, because we have search in the active panel, what pops up in this window when we click the action menu is search helps and view settings, and we can select view settings and it gives us some options here. We'll go back. Now on the panel icon you see the number 5, and that indicates the number of panels that I have open. So I'm going to click on the panel icon and I can swipe through and see the panels that I have open. So I'm going to go to the Amplified Bible. I'm going to click on it, and now that becomes my active panel. Now if I click on those three dots, you see how it changes what's in that window. Again, it's context sensitive and it's going to change based on what's in the active panel. Now click on those three dots once again and the window goes away.